we have seen the simple proportion. Now let's see the different kind of proportion, that is the last part of this chapter for the proportion, that is continued proportion. Now here if two ratios are given, A is to B and B is to C, here you can understand that the first ratio is ending with B, or the second term here is B, and the second ratio is starting with B, means the first term in the second ratio is B. It means these both the ratios are here A, B and C. In this ratio, both the ratios, 3 numbers are there. Instead of 4 numbers, 3 numbers are there. The number B is repeated here. So A, B, C are said to be in continued proportion. And here the B is the middle number, or it is called as geometric mean of A and C, or it is also called as mean proportional. So if we cross multiply here, A into C is equal to B into B, that is B square is equal to AC. So for example, suppose we are asked to find, suppose if X is a geometric mean of 25 and 4, then find X. Then find X. So how you will find out this? As here geometric mean is there, you have to understand that the meaning of that is A is to B is equal to B is to C, or A, B, C are in continued proportion, or B square is equal to AC. So here if we substitute here X is geometric mean, therefore B is equal to X, and A and C, any value of the remaining numbers you can consider A and C. Let's consider A is equal to 25, C is equal to 4. So B square is equal to AC, that is 25 into 4 means 100. B square is equal to 100. What is B? That is X. So we will write here that B square means it is X square. So what is X is equal to? 10. X is equal to 10. So like that way, if the two other proportionals are given, we can find out the mean proportional. Let's see some different example depending on this continued proportion. This is the example given on the basis of continued proportion. So let's see what is the example from practice set 4.5. Which number should be subtracted from 12, 16 and 21 so that the resultant numbers are in continued proportion? So here, which number should be subtracted, that is the main question. Let's, in the solution first of all, consider let X should be subtracted from the given numbers, that is 12, 16 and 21. So what will be the 3 numbers? 3 numbers will be 12 minus X, 16 minus X and 21 minus X. As they are in continued proportion, let's consider 12 minus X as A, the middle number 16 minus X as B, and this third number C, that is 21 minus X. So here, as the 3 numbers are in proportion, B square is equal to AC. Substitute the values. 16 minus X square, here we can use the formula of A minus B bracket square, that is A square minus 2AB plus B square. So we'll get here 256 minus 32X plus X square. And A into C, that is 12 minus X into 21 minus X will multiply 12 into 21, that is 252. 12 into negative X, negative 12X. Negative X into 21, negative 21X, and negative X into negative X, that is X square. Now here we can make this X square 0 because they are same. If we shift this X square here, it will become 0. Let's add this and write here, that is negative 33X, and rest of the all terms will be same. Now we'll write the like terms together. So negative 32X, this negative 33X will become here positive 33X, and this positive 256 will become here negative 256. So here we are getting the answer, that is X is equal to negative 4. So which number should be subtracted? That is negative 4 should be subtracted. This is our answer. Let's see whether, let's verify this. Okay, negative 4 should be subtracted means 4 should be added. 4 should be added. So if we add here 12 plus 4, we'll get the number 16. 16 plus 4 that is 20 and 21 plus 4 that is 25. So let's check whether these three numbers are in continued proportion or not. So middle number B, that is B square is equal to AC. So 20 square is equal to 16 into 25. So that is 400 is equal to 16 into 25. 16 5 that 80. 16 to the 32. 32 and 8 40. So here we get LHS is equal to RHS. Means these three numbers are in continued proportion. Means our answer is correct. So such examples are given in this last practice set 4.5, where you are asked to find out the one number out of three numbers, and two numbers are given here in the form of directly the numbers, or they are given in the form of binomial. So you have to do the same method for this, that is you have to use the formula here, that is B square is equal to AC. That is the concept of continued proportion of the three numbers here. And like this way you can solve the word problems which are given here. This is the different kind of problem given here, that is A plus B plus C into A minus B plus C is equal to A square plus B square plus C square. This is given, and you are asked to show that the numbers which are there in this ratio, or this is this equation A, B, C, they are in continued proportion. So here whenever we want to show A, B, C are in continued proportion, our final expression is A is to B is equal to B is to C, or B square is equal to AC. We have to prove any one of this. Let's start. First of all, as we have written here, this what is given, let's start with that. Multiplication we have to do. A into A. A into A, that is A square. A into negative B, that is negative AB, and A into C, that is plus AC. Similar way, B into A, that is AB. B into negative B square. B into C plus BC. A into C plus AC. C into negative B minus BC, and C into C, that is C square. Let's write here A square plus B square plus C square. Whatever is possible, plus minus subtraction addition is possible, that will do. Here now if you see, negative AB plus AB will become 0. Similarly, positive BC, negative BC will become 0. And what is remaining, those things will write here. A square plus AC minus B square plus AC plus C square. And here it is A square plus B square plus C square in the right side. Now, can you see here? A square if we shift to the right side. C square if you shift here, it is going to be 0. So let's cancel this. So here AC plus AC minus B square is equal to B square. AC plus AC 2AC. Shift this negative B square here. So it will become B square plus B square. So we can have 2AC is equal to 2B square. Let's divide here by 2. We'll get AC is equal to B square. Therefore, B square is equal to AC. What is the meaning of this? We came to the final expression. Therefore, A, B, C are in continued proportion. In this way, we have to prove here how A, B, C can be in continued proportion from the given equations. I hope you have understood all the examples here. Try to find out solutions of this yourself. And this continued proportion is very simple. As we have to remember, if A, B, C are in continued proportion, then B square is equal to AC. It means A is to B is equal to B is to C. That is quite simpler one. So, solve all the examples, make the practice of this. Without practice, maths is not successful. So, best luck for all the solutions.